Coming at you from the Steel City, you're listening to Poor Man's Podcast, Pittsburgh's premier comedy podcast. Your weekly dose of humor, hosted by Chris Hopper and with a new special guest each week. And here's your host, Chris Hopper. Woo! Woo!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Poor Man's Podcast. I'm your host, Chris. Along with me, as always, is the wonderful, is the beautiful, is the smiling Shaylee, baby Shay. How are you this week?
Oh, I'm doing fantastic. Happy to be back.
There we go. We got the applause. I was going to applause myself because I'm on sound drops tonight, everybody. So I was going to applause myself, but I thought it was a little bit too arrogant. But Shay, you definitely got all the applause on that. Another person deserving of applause. That's a segue. We have the wonderful, we have the talented, we have Danny Kaufman. Danny, how are you this week?
Thank you.
There we go. Dude, I'm trying to
Rude.
I'm trying to do the camera and everything, Danny. You gotta give me the first 3 minutes. You gotta give me a break.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
And another person joining us. One episode that everybody looks forward to every single month. We have Michelle of Pittsburgh Foodie Girls. Michelle, thank you for coming on.
Thanks for having me back. Wait, I didn't get the applause. Oh, there it is.
Oh, you got it.
Got the live action one.
I'm glad to be back.
You got a little bit of both. We have Michelle. Michelle, what are you going to tell everybody tonight? What are you going to tell us about?
Tonight we're going to be talking about some of the new restaurant openings in Pittsburgh from the last 6 or 8 months or so. We're talking about where they are, the vibe, and what kind of food they have, and if it's worth a visit.
Absolutely. Danny, what do you think about the vibe?
It's the vibe.
Perfect.
Love a good vibe.
Perfect.
Perfect. But you know what? Let's start this show out like we normally do with the rundown, everybody. The rundown by Danny this week. We're going to say it's sponsored by Danny this week.
Sponsored by me?
Yeah,
Perfect.
sponsored by Danny and her show this Saturday, right?
Yes, I have a show in Cleveland this Saturday.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
This is the most the applause have ever been used. And we'll wrap it up. It's just us applauding ourselves the whole time. But we are here at 565 Live, Speakeasy and Stage in Bellevue. Stop down on Thursdays. Are they still doing comedy, right?
I think it is this Thursday.
Yeah.
I think it's
the
the
first and the
Thursday.
third, and if there's a fifth Thursday or something like
Every odd number.
I don't know. I think so. Yes. So stop down when there's comedy on Thursday, but I think there's open mic music on the other Thursday, so stop down for that. There's always music on Friday and Saturday, so for sure, stop down for that. We have our beer of the week, which is, I guess, pretty polarizing this week. Shay, tell everybody what beer we have.
We have the Iron City beer.
I believe
iced
it's
tea.
iced tea, but it's spelled IC, like icy light. I see what you did there.
ICDT.
There you go, Shay. So
Yeah,
we'll
very
be
excited for that.
Absolutely. We'll all be discussing that very shortly in our Beer of the Week segment. We have Michelle, like she was saying, with the best new restaurants in Pittsburgh, some that she's looking out for, some that we should look out for. We have the second half with comedian Seneca Stone. Seneca's back. We always love to have Seneca on. This is his second time, and he was on with Michelle last time. No Cheech last time. So there we go. It must be a recipe for success.
Groundhog Day.
Yeah. And then, as we always wrap up with the new news from Danny Kaufman.
Yay.
I can't hit the applause again. That's just too many. Let's see. I have some opening thoughts at the bottom. These are, some things I definitely want to hit on. We don't have a show next week because I will be away. But the week after, we will be joined for the first time by Joey Welsh. I'm excited to have him on. We have Alyssa Maurer on the week after. So I'm excited to have all of them on. And then I have some people I'm talking to for the rest of May, which should be very exciting. So I'm really looking forward to all the people that we have coming on. Danny, you got me a gift. So I feel like we shouldn't wait anymore with that, and I will open it up. As soon as
I'm curious. I can't wait.
Camera to go. There we go.
Anticipation is building.
Danny,
It is building.
make some noise while I bend down to get the gift.
Okay, so
Let's start with how it matches.
It does match your sweatshirt.
I coordinated this gift bag with my sweatshirt, unintentionally, but intentionally.
Right.
So, Christopher, this gift is something that I believe you're going to use a lot.
Oh, perfect.
Okay.
Is it a fleshlight?
I was going to say a dildo, but
In
either
the
way,
shape
it's
of
fine.
your favorite animal.
Oh, perfect. So I will open this
But
up.
this has to do with your favorite animal.
Oh, I can't wait. Okay.
Okay.
Whoa.
He has not seen
what?
any of this.
This is barely the creepiest thing I've ever seen.
Oh no.
Oh my
Communicate
God.
with the crows.
What the fuck? Where did you find this?
Amazon.com.
Oh my God, my face is sweating looking at it.
I have to wear
If
it.
you do not put that on and go home and stand outside,
Yes.
there's like you're not doing anything in life right. Like if
No.
that's attracting all the crows. Oh my God. Yeah, you got it.
Oh my
You
God.
got it.
I hate
Oh my
this.
God.
Can we still hear it?
Yes.
Perfect. I feel like
Can you make the crow noise with that?
Please.
I feel like it's one of the like plague doctor things.
It
Kind
definitely-
of.
You know when they
Where
do-
were the eye holes through the mouth?
Let me look. No, well, I think they're through the beak. I'm trying to talk.
You're
to my
trying to talk in the headphones. I see that.
I have so many things in front of me right now. I'm so like over whatever the word is.
You're gonna be
This-
fucking daddy crow.
You are
Dude,
crow
I
daddy.
am.
He's gonna terrify his kids with that.
That
Yes.
is. I think.
The kids are terrified.
Yeah.
I think the
I
kids are
saw
gonna
it and I said,
be-
that's Christopher.
I'm just gonna wake them up for school in the morning, just in the dark with it. They'll see a silhouette of a beak.
the crows have taken over finally.
Oh my
It's
God.
happened.
Danny, I
record
can't
it.
thank you enough. This is incredible, and I promise
welcome.
I will get plenty of footage on this, and we'll see how the crows do. Because recently the crows have not been coming back.
might be the trick.
There's been some spring birds in the area, and the crows aren't too taking too kindly from it. I did want to tell Shay this because she has a little squirrel going on, and her
Squirrels.
Squirrely.
yeah. Now she has a very cool squirrel, and you have the whole setup. You have a whole. We were talking. You're Ace Ventura anymore, man.
Yeah.
You got
Oh my
you got the
God.
whole thing somewhere between Dr. Doolittle
Yeah.
and Ace. But you have the squirrel. So I've been putting the nuts out, like I was saying, for the crows for months now, or whatever.
Yeah. Right.
This goddamn squirrel keeps coming over and eating it.
That's
We're all
the
laughing.
problem.
It's cute. Squirrel gets hit by a car.
Aww.
Crow's eating the squirrel.
Oh, geez.
No.
Full circle, man.
No.
Who gets the last laugh? Crow Daddy, baby.
sounds like you.
Was it you?
I didn't do it. No, I didn't. I saw it, and then I just saw these two birds, and I was like, "What are they doing?" Oh my God, they're eating that squirrel, man.
That is incredibly sad.
Yeah.
That is so sad.
It's the circle of life, man. It's beautiful.
Wonder if it had any nuts.
When it's a
not
crow.
beautiful.
Yeah.
It's
We have
not
questions.
beautiful.
Yeah, we
I
have
feel like Shay's upset, and she's gonna go murder a bird now.
I'm sad.
Yeah.
birds are creepy.
Shay got
man.
hit by a car. It was like flattened. It wasn't like the crows, conspired against, the little
I
squirrel.
mean, that is pretty ironic that they ate the crow's nuts and then the crows ate the squirrel. That's ironic, but that's so sad.
Yeah, it
very
is sad,
sad.
but it's beautiful in the same way. I guess I don't know.
If
Rest in
my
peace, squirrel.
squirrels don't
R.I.P.
come on
Yeah,
time,
R.I.P. squirrel.
I think that my squirrels are automatically dead if
Funeral.
they're not there on time. Like
Yeah.
they need to be there at a specific time, where I'm thinking you got ran over.
So my neighbor has a little picnic table on her porch for the squirrels.
Yeah.
Same.
I love that.
Shay you have a little umbrella and everything.
Yeah, I
don't
have an
you?
umbrella on the. I have an umbrella on the picnic table. I have a big water dish to feed all of the animals. And I have a cat house out there, so like if anybody gets cold, they can just like go inside.
Oh, it's so accommodating.
She is, man.
Have they come to you yet?
Oh, I got Alfred. There's Alfred and
They have
Benson. Those
names.
are the squirrels, and I got Alfred pretty much to eat almost completely out of my hand. So by the summer, Alfred will be crawling all over me. I know it.
After this conversation,
so.
I know all the reels on my phone are going to be squirrels and crows. I got,
Oh,
seriously, all.
absolutely.
They're listening, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
I get so many squirrel videos from my sister and my best friend because like that's what their phones are full of because that's all we do is talk about that.
It's fair.
It just pops up.
They're
It's everywhere.
Wow.
I have the cutest videos though because I set up 2 cameras.
Absolutely.
So I can
Oh
watch
yeah, she does. She has the whole thing. You're kind of all out on this.
Yeah, I
Shay.
have
This
like
is
a whole
legit.
thing. I
You're
have, like,
all or nothing in things because that's
Oh,
how
my
your
God.
bike is, or the bike. That's how the gym is. I don't know why I called
Oh
it the
yeah,
bike.
the gym's
That's-
totally all
I know,
or
Shay.
nothing.
You're a gym
All or
rat anymore?
nothing.
Yeah.
I
Well,
have the one camera set up specifically pointing down so that I can see Rachel the raccoon nap.
Oh.
And I have the other one that's like directly over the water bowl, so I get to see all the animals like drink and eat. I got a bird now. There was a groundhog. I got a cat, 2 raccoons, and 2 squirrels.
Oh my gosh, you'd like never need to
Dr.
leave.
Doolittle.
I know.
Yeah.
I
what I'm
know.
saying,
They all
man.
have names
They talk to
except for
you?
the bird. Alfred, I think, does.
Do you talk to them?
I talk to Papa Paws through the door.
Papa
That's the cat. I'm obsessed.
I know. I mean, it sounds
Did
very
you see
fun
my
for you, man.
Snapchat? My sister was here visiting last week, which is why I missed the show.
Yeah.
And they threw me, because my birthday's coming up at the end of the month, and they threw me a surprise party. and it was squirrel and raccoon themed.
No, I didn't see that.
Okay, I had it like all over my Snapchat.
No, I didn't. Well, I'm sure you saved it, Shay.
I
We'll have to
watched
see
it.
And you know what?
I watched it.
So cute.
We'll post it with the rest of the show if you send it to me, and then
Yeah,
everybody
I'll send
can
it to
see,
you.
and then we'll all be on
It was
the same page.
adorable. It was adorable.
Yeah, I believe you, Shay. You know what's not adorable though?
The dead squirrel in front of your
No,
house.
that is adorable. It's been gone, man. The crows are eating well.
Oh my
you see
God.
down there? There's 4 things down there. There's Joey, which we already talked about. There's a
Ooh,
ring.
that creeps me out. Things like that creep me
Oh
out.
yeah,
Things like
I'm gonna get on that, but I think we're gonna save that for the second half. I'm gonna talk to Seneca about that. And the last thing is a sled riding hill. But I might save that too because I'm gonna go on a super tangent. So I'm saving the ring. We'll do the ring for the first half because I almost got taken for a loop by some internet scammer, man.
Bamboozled?
Yeah. Bamboozled
Say
full
you
out.
Fucking swear.
Oh yeah, I posted this ring because I bought this ring up forever ago. I was going out to sell the ring.
Yeah.
And I don't fucking need it. So I'm like, okay, I'll sell it now.
Yeah.
So I tried to, and it was like a $600 ring at the time. But I got it cheaper, so I was like selling it cheaper because I have no fucking reason for it. So this person, I posted all local, and there were some things. And then somebody was like, oh, I'm really interested, but can you send it to me? And I was like, yeah, sure. They're like, can you go down in price? And I was like, I can go down a little bit maybe. And they were like, well, I'm going to pay you $500, which is like, I just asked for like $300 at that point. Which seems super suspicious because why are you automatically doing that?
Yeah, right.
So then they got all this information. They're like, send me your information. And then they sent me their Venmo thing, but they sent it on like a super shady Venmo thing. So I checked the email and shit. No go. So I fucked with them a little bit still because I knew
Okay,
they were
yeah.
scamming me.
Right.
So I set all this shit up. I got their address and shit. And then I was like, okay, I know you're fucking scamming me. And I gave it all to Venmo. So Venmo is like checking them out. And then so is Facebook. But this dude, it's some old lady. And then I called him and I was like, I know you're faking this. So they took down their address and shit that they like unsent it and then changed all their fucking profile pictures and shit, man.
That's
So
so
weird. And then they blocked me. Yeah.
What a scam.
Oh, that's so weird.
Yeah, man. They try to get me to send a fucking ring somewhere in California.
Is that what the address was? Was it
Yeah,
California address?
I took a screenshot of it. I'll show you later, man. We'll post it with
say
this,
post it.
man.
Wait,
we
Fuck
post it.
yeah.
Fuck
We're
yeah,
going to
we'll
go
post
murder
it.
someone. It is so hot in here.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, man.
Oh my
So bad.
God.
You know what?
So wait, did they change all their shit before Facebook looked into them? Like, are they still going to be?
Oh, it was like as soon as I was like, the Venmo thing you sent me was completely bullshit. Like, I
Right.
know it's bullshit. Like, I know all this. And then they just it went away. Like I went to message again and the name wasn't there. And then I did the searching and shit. Because what else am I going to do?
Exactly.
I was trying to do this. It was like 11:30 and I was like on Saturday morning. I didn't work until like 1 or 2 or whatever that day. And I had time to kill. So I'll fucking fuck with people on the internet. Who was trying to fuck me over? Fuck that guy, man.
Exactly. Fuck that guy. I
Fuck that
agree.
guy. Well,
Fuck that guy.
not a big fan. But I am a big fan of Beers of the Week, Shay. So,
Oh my God, I look tan.
Ooh.
You do,
Right.
Tan.
I need a beer. I need a beer.
I'm so shocked.
I need a beer. I need a beer.
Beers of the Week. This week we have Iron City Iced Tea collaboration with Turner's Tea. Danny, you said you've had it before, so maybe we'll let you kick it off this week. Although I'm glad we have a guest on, Michelle. Michelle is all too familiar with the Guy Fieri flavor ranking system, but we will let Danny. I'll let you kick it off first, and we'll go around.
Okay, so the first time I experienced the Iron City iced tea, I was at the Backdraft, my favorite local bar. And I couldn't tell because I had had a few beverages before. I'm like, do I like this? Do I not like this? Trying it again, I do like it.
Oh.
I will say I'm going to be honest. It's kind of like a twisted tea, but like a watered down twisted tea. But the novelty of it, like I like it.
Novelty.
The novelty of it.
Novelty.
You know, the icy light. Kind of have to like it,
Yeah.
you know? I wouldn't say it's like my favorite thing. I couldn't drink a lot of these, but I like it. I'm okay with it. I'm going to give it the lowest rating. Which one is that? Shut the front door?
Nah, that's gangster.
Gangster.
This one's gangster, dude.
Gangster.
Cheech isn't here. He's fucking me over, man.
I see the scale every week. And I
I
can
know,
never
and I know,
remember
I can
it.
never
Yeah,
remember
dude.
it.
I don't know where the fuck it is.
I don't remember it either.
I don't know. Keep going, Shay.
Oh, sorry. I thought you
Or
were
you know what? Yeah, we'll have
Hashtag
Michelle
gangster.
go. next.
You can let me go.
Yeah. If I find it,
So I went looking for this. Did you find
There it is.
there we go, man.
I went looking for this today because, I wanted to try it. I thought maybe it'd be like a sweeter twisted tea version. I'm not a big beer drinker anyways. I'm kind of glad I didn't find it because I probably would have bought a case of it. I would have had one or two, and then I probably wouldn't have finished them. They would have landed in the basement of my house. So I'm also going to give this a gangster. And the taste isn't bad. That is gangster. Yeah, it's not terrible. It's the smell. That kind of smell.
The smell did deter me.
When I opened it up, it had a kind of a foul smell.
Yeah, it doesn't have a great smell, but I don't think it's that far off from other beers because a lot of beers don't smell great, especially in a can.
I don't know.
I mean, I'll finish it.
I'm not saying it's...
I'm drinking it.
They definitely have a level.
I get what you're saying. I agree with you. I do agree with you because they all have like a smell. Maybe it's because I didn't expect it, that it was like so much, like it was so off-putting.
Yeah.
The first crack, as soon as I cracked it open, put it to my face.
Are you normally a tea drinker? Like, do you like to drink iced tea?
No.
I've never chosen to drink iced tea in my life.
Whenever I was growing up, that's all we drank was like the Turner's tea and like the cartons. You remember those? Like the actual cartons of it, like the small cartons. And that's all we drank. But like now as an adult, I do not. I mean, like I like tea, but I won't ever. I don't order it when I go out.
No.
I don't pick it up. But it's not what I expected. It's not bad. I think that it would be great, like if we're gonna go like tailgate,
Yeah.
and there's like a bunch of them, and like we're all just drinking, and like I don't want anything too heavy. Like I want to be able to last through the whole night, but still drink. And it's iced tea, so it still has that somewhat like kind of refreshing, summer. Like
It's a summer vibe.
yeah. The smell
vibe.
definitely put me off a little bit. I think Chris is right. It's not like it's horrible, but I do think it's a little bit. It definitely hit me when I first opened it. It's not bad. I'm gonna definitely finish it, but I'm gonna go gangster as well.
That is gangster.
Man, we're so not yingers.
I'm gonna go.
I mean, it is out of bounds.
I'm going out of bounds just because it's drinkable. I could drink this all day. It's not the greatest thing, but I could keep drinking it. Where if it was a porter or something, I'd probably not. Like I would be a big fan of that. I would drink this all day compared to that. And like I could drink this. It's not the best flavor, but it's 4.2%. It's supposed to taste like iced tea, and I think it's supposed to be really kind of not really the beer drinker's beer drinker. It's like
agree.
the Mike's Hard Lemonade drinker. But
Yeah, it's like it's comparable to like those
for
drinks,
sure.
but not as strong.
Definitely not as strong.
Like the only reason why you know that you're drinking something that has alcohol in it is because it's a little bit carbonated.
well, yeah, it's more like a spiked tea than it is like a beer.
Yeah, absolutely. Like if you're not into beer, this is a great drink. It's a great summer drink. It's a great tailgate, like at the beach. What
for
are you putting
sure.
in your cooler? I'd rather drink this over like a White Claw.
Same.
I think so too.
Definitely.
Same.
So
All right. Well, yeah, I think it's 4.2%. Like I said, it's very drinkable. And now that the summer's coming up, if I was somewhere where it was, I would probably drink it. But
Yeah.
yeah, I probably wouldn't go.
I
out
wouldn't
and
go
buy
and buy it.
it. All right. Well, there we go. I'm glad we finally tried it. It was everywhere.
Yeah.
Everybody was talking about it. It was great. And now I'm glad we got that out of our system and
Yeah.
save it for the rest of the people out there to try. Yeah. All right, Michelle, let's talk about some food because we have a couple places to talk about this week or month.
So I feel like COVID put a lot of restaurants on hold, and a lot of places were starting up and they didn't get to finish. So a lot of places just in the last 8 months have been opening up. Places that have been trying to open for a period of time. So I've been trying to hit a couple of those up, and I've got some recommendations for you guys for some new places that are open. I didn't get to all of them. I'd be the size of a house if I did, but I'll keep working at it. So maybe next time I can come back and give you guys the rest. We're going to start with Cadence on the Strip.
All right.
And Cadence on the Strip is down the Strip District. It's in what's called the Milk Building, which is across the street from Wiggle Whiskey.
Okay.
It's a speakeasy, so it's kind of like this. It's in the basement of the building. It's really a nice property. The bar is awesome. I could totally see people meeting there for happy hour. They have lunch, brunch, and dinner. The food is not terribly special as far as the menu goes, but everything was very tasty.
Okay.
And it's the atmosphere, I think, that makes it really special. But whenever we went there, we had the fried calamari from the appetizer menu, which was pretty good. I don't know if I would order that again, just because I feel like it was a little bit undercooked. But I always have to order the calamari whenever I go out to a place like that. And it had a tomato aioli and lemon wedge on the side and green onions on top of that.
Oh, you
for,
have
for,
to.
for
You
the
gotta
garnish.
have the green onion.
And
I
then-
love that every month you have at least one dish with the green onion.
onions. Chris, I keep them in my purse now, and I make sure I put them on the food just so we can talk about it and get there. But I also ordered. It was whipped ricotta
Oh, was that good?
It was so good. And I actually had been eyeballing that on the menus, but whipped ricotta toast. It had avocado on it. It had basil. It had fresh lemon and locally sourced sourdough bread.
Ooh.
And house-made pepperoncinis on top of it.
wow.
And I know it kind of looks like a long plate, but there were 4 pieces of toast on that plate, and it was very tasty. It was like the perfect little appetizer, especially for summertime. It just kind of was refreshing with the cheese and the pepperoncinis on top. And now for the meal, the waitress recommended the French dip. It's a prime rib French dip sandwiches, and it came in a plate of 6, and they're open-faced. And she made the right call. There was enough there to share. So if there's 2 of you going, or even 3 of you guys going, it had a nice cheddar cheese melted on top with horseradish sauce, and then the gravy in the middle of the au jus, of course, so you can dip that sandwich. It got a little messy, but it was really nice. The restaurant was nice. I would definitely go back. This was lunchtime. I walked right in without a reservation, but I would like to go back and try their brunch, where they have like eggs Benedict and that sort of thing on the menu.
Oh, okay. So did they have a different lunch, dinner menu and everything, or are there smaller portions?
It crisscrosses. So the brunch menu has other things on it that are more breakfast-like. And the dinner menu has some of the same appetizers as lunch. So it kind of crisscrosses with certain things. Like the ricotta toast was on all 3 menus, I believe. Yeah. And so was this French.
I got you.
Yeah, but then some things were not on there. But it was the atmosphere, because I don't know if you have, there it is, the picture of the tunnel. So the place, because it's so old, it actually was a brewery up until 1920s, when Prohibition hit. And then it turned into a milk company, a milk factory, and then after that it never went back to being a brewery. But they have this tunnel. They found this tunnel underground. You can see the picture. It just says escape the authorities. And there's a gate there. They did have to close it off for safety reasons, but they believe that it went across and went up into where Wiggle Whiskey is now. The property is for that.
Yeah,
so it went on
cool.
Wellington Street.
Awesome.
That's very
Do they think they were smuggling like whiskey in through there?
I'm guessing possibly. I mean, it was a brewery.
I mean, I don't know
for
why
years.
else you would need a secret underground
Secret
tunnel.
I know, right? So, but they left it there for you to see. They have it lit up. It's a highlight in the restaurant. It's a really special place, and they have event rooms in the back as well. If you guys are looking for a place like that.
All right, yeah, that place looks really, really, really good.
Yeah.
And the ambiance and everything, like you were just saying, it's really nice.
Very nice. So the next place that I went, this is a newer restaurant too. It's just opened recently in Mount Oliver. It's called the Finer Diner. And it's really out of place in Mount Oliver. I don't know if you guys have ever spent any time up there. But, the town itself is really trying to revitalize itself. It's an older town. The Cheese Queen, I don't know if you know who the Cheese Queen is, but she just opened a storefront out there. But this diner, you walk in and you feel like you're walking into like an IKEA store. Everything's real clean and streamlined. Everything's, like the white wood.
Yeah.
And
the meatballs?
with diner food. And then you get diner food. So we had, if they serve breakfast, and then they serve lunch starting at 10:30 and breakfast all day. So we had the avocado toast, which was a poached egg with avocado on top of their house baked bread. We also had their burger. They call it the Finer Diner burger. It had cheese on it and add an egg, because if you can add an egg, you should always add an egg.
I agree.
And they also make their rolls in house, so that all the bread you're seeing on the table, they made there.
That looks so
Is that
soft.
brioche?
Yes.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, everything was so fresh, and my daughter had the BLT, and that was toasted on sourdough bread that was made there in house as well. And then we had the side of the onion rings, and they said they made those in the house too, and they were crispy and crunchy.
It's so hard to beat a burger at a diner.
Right?
Yeah, with like a nice bun. The cheese was melting off. It looks so good.
Now this guy that owns this, he used to own a restaurant in Swickley, I guess, called Seasons. Are you familiar?
No.
But so what they're now renovating the upstairs of this diner for a like chef to table type experience. So like where you would come in for a special meal.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So they're trying. Hopefully it was pretty empty. So I'm hoping that they get some word of mouth, because I think it's worthwhile to go out there and check them out.
Sure. All of those look super, super good.
Everything was good. That
burger
was the
so
yogurt.
good.
That's good.
Yeah, the yogurt, honestly, that caught me.
Yeah. It looks
that looks
really
so
With the
good.
granola.
Granola's underrated. I love granola.
Love
Right?
granola.
Right.
Yeah, that just looks good.
Yeah. That's the
is
next
that?
one,
That's
right?
the next one.
Okay.
Yeah, so you had a guest on when I was here last time, Corey, and he just opened a restaurant called Alchemy.
Yes.
And it's down in Market Square, and it's completely different than anything I've ever been to, and I think it's different than any place else in Pittsburgh. And I think
that's what he was saying. He was he didn't see any other kind of molecular gastronomy or whatever they were saying. And they wanted to do it.
It's definitely different. I mean, it's definitely a foodie paradise. You have to go down there expecting to find something different. I mean, everything on the plate was edible. So I know we're looking at like a salad plate. The one with the white ball in the middle, that's a goat cheese ice cream.
This one?
And that was a salad. It was with kumquat chips and microgreens. They came with a lemon vinaigrette. It was really good.
This is wild.
A lemon vinaigrette, and they poured it over the ice cream. The ice cream melted into the vinaigrette, and then it made it sort of a and there was also beets in there. It made it sort of like a thicker salad dressing for it. And the flour that you see there, I mean, that was edible too. So everything on that plate was edible. The kumquats were like air dried or freeze dried or dehydrated, so it kind of gave a crunch in the background. And let me see what the thing of that salad was, so I can tell you.
That all of these plates are so colorful too. They're all like orange and yellow and green.
And the good news is that the people that worked there, they really knew like how to explain it to you.
Mm-hmm.
That was just called the roasted beet salad. Sorry, that was that was anticlimactic. That's all get. So also we ordered the cauliflower risotto, which is the one that has the orange on the top.
That's this one?
No, it's the one with the carrots.
Yeah,
that one. So that's cauliflower risotto. It has smoked ricotta cheese on it. It had pickled carrots slivers, and then the little dots were pureed golden raisins.
Oh, okay.
And avocado, pureed avocado, and it was a really good bite as well. I think there was duck dust on that as well. So a lot of flavors going on, but all those flavors kind of made that risotto could be kind of plain, made that cauliflower risotto kind of pop a little bit, just having all those flavors in your mouth.
Yeah.
So it was really interesting. We also had, those are the scallops, and those are the U8 scallops. So
those are good size.
Yeah, we're not joking around here. And it was definitely the best thing on the table. They were seared perfectly.
Gets excited about U8.
I know.
I was like, oh.
Most restaurants don't carry scallops anymore just because they're so expensive, and they go to waste so quickly in their freezer. So that was on a parsnip puree, and those were like pickled onions and chickpea bits, dust, I think they called it. And then on top of that big thing that you're looking at, that was lemon cotton candy.
Oh, okay.
So, you would put lemon on seafood or lemon flavor butter on seafood. So they put the lemon on top of the scallops, and because the scallops were still seared and hot on top, it kind of made like a candy coating on top of the scallop, and you had that lemon flavor. So when you bit into the scallop, it had like you get like candy stuck in your teeth.
Yeah.
It kind of gave that sensation.
Almost like a creme brulee kind of.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. That's a good way. And then it had microgreens on it. But overall, the restaurant was fantastic. The servers knew exactly what was on that plate, which I think was important because it was so different.
Oh, yeah.
I would go back to try something else on the menu just because it was so interesting. So I highly recommend a reservation if you want to check out Alchemy.
Yeah, that looks really good. That's the first time I'm seeing some of their food, and I'm impressed. It looks really
good. It's the photo, Chris.
Yeah, I'm sure that is. I'm not even joking. That does say a lot. You get the right if you get the right lighting and angle, believe me, it can do wonders for a picture check.
I agree.
Agreed.
It's so funny because across the table for me is always someone sitting there saying, "Hey, can we eat now?"
Yeah.
I'm like, wait, I gotta move it for the light. Go by the window. Can we eat now? It's cold now. Can we eat?
You need one of those ring lights that attaches to your phone.
I have.
Oh, do you? Okay, perfect.
It's obnoxious.
Yeah.
It's so obnoxious.
We know Shay has one.
Yeah, of course Shay has one. Absolutely.
It's funny. So the next restaurant that is a recent opening is called Ali Han's. Ali Han's, it's down 6th Street, and its sister restaurant is Ali Han's Mediterranean Food, which is right across the street from the Renaissance Hotel on 6th Street. So they own both of these. This one in particular that just opened is a breakfast and coffee place. It's only open in the morning. They specialize in Turkish coffee, which is the small little cup with the silver on top.
What is that?
They serve it that way.
I didn't realize that was a little lid. That looks like the thing they drink hot cocoa in the Santa Claus, man.
Yep.
It is.
Yeah, I did it.
Oh, you get a movie reference, Danny.
Oh,
you get one finally. There we go.
it just took like 6 months.
That's so cute.
It's so cute, and they serve it. They said their Turkish coffee should be enjoyed. It was like a very strong espresso.
Yeah.
To me, I took it black because I wanted to take it all in, but it came with that little lid on, and they served it at the table. And they also brought us some Turkish tea, which was in the other cup that you saw, the red cup with the gold. So everything there was very fancy.
That's that one.
Everything there was.
So that's the tea.
That's the tea.
Okay.
And the other one was the Turkish coffee. Now that's menemen. So there are several things that if you're going to go to a Turkish restaurant, you have to order something from the menu that's Turkish. I mean, we also had eggs, but we started with the menemen. The menemen is a Turkish dish which is roasted tomatoes and peppers. And they put an egg in it. So it's kind of like shashuka, if you ever had shashuka, which is also Mediterranean. In this case, you could add spicy sausage and aged cheese, which, of course, if you can add sausage and cheese, you will. So I did. And they served that menemen with house-made Turkish bread.
Okay.
and a spoon. So and it's delicious. So because we were sure we needed more food, we ordered a sweet roll, which is a Turkish pastry, has sesame seeds on top. You have the choice option of getting that sweet or savory. The savory one comes with feta cheese. We got it sweet, so it had like a slight cinnamon flavor across the coating. And it was served with very dark, rich honey and a pat of butter.
Ooh.
And if you were not going there for any other reason, I would recommend that.
So good.
That for sure. And then we also had, from the regular menu, we had a vegetable omelet.
It's not that one.
Yeah, vegetable omelets, which was kind of neat because the vegetables were not necessarily inside. They were kind of mixed in with the egg, and it was still flipped over. So it was very, very good.
Yeah, those all look good. Speaking of that cinnamon, the next one is stealing my heart that you have.
So Cinnaholic just opened up like 2 months ago or a month and a half ago in East Liberty, and it's really fun place. So they have all cinnamon rolls, and then you have choice of toppings. They have different kind of frostings and then different kind of toppings. If you can't decide, you can tell them to make one for you, and they'll just make it up. But I got the strawberry pretzel one, so because I figured in Pittsburgh, strawberry pretzel salad, it's at every wedding, every party. So I got the strawberry pretzel cinnamon roll. I also got 2 of their special ones, which was a lemon icebox cake.
Okay. Is that this one?
Yeah, and a coconut.
Okay,
not that one. That's the coconut one. That one's the lemon icebox, and the other one is the coconut cream pie cinnamon roll. These are dairy free. They're egg free, lactose free. They're so awesome. I mean, they're so tasty. There's parking under the building there, so you don't have to worry about parking. The one thing I would suggest, if you're going to go to East Liberty, download the app and order in advance, because there were so many people in line. It took 45 minutes for me to get my cinnamon rolls, and I only had what you saw right there. Cool. It took a really long time. So if you order them in advance, I think you'll be good to go.
Yeah. They look so good.
They do look
that's
so
like my
good.
weakness is cinnamon rolls.
They smelled so good. That whole block smelled good for sure.
And then I have this last one.
So I just threw this one in the last minute. I saw this like trending on Facebook, and I have to check this out. So this is called the Vendor Bender, and it's in Squirrel Hill. And what it is it's an unmonitored vending machine store where you walk in, and as you can see, maybe more than a dozen vending machines that contain snacks, international snacks from around the world, and drinks from around the world. So each machine takes a debit card or a credit card, so you can pay individually, but they had different kinds of chocolate and different kinds of chips. And they had it marked there from what country it was originated from. So I bought the things you're looking at. I bought a few things. So I bought the matcha marshmallows from Japan. I bought the naughty tomato chips from India. I bought something from Korea that don't have any idea what that says, but I figured it's spicy, so it probably tastes pretty darn good. But I highly recommend it. Now, parking there, of course, you have to drive around a little bit, but once I found parking, I just walked right in. Nobody was in there but me, and I just went from vending machine to vending machine, just picking what I wanted. But my kids are like, "Did you bring us more?" And I'm like, "No." I said, I got them for the show, and so I think next week we'll probably go up there. But they averaged about $3 to $4 a piece.
Mm-hmm. That's so cool that you see
that's
this from
so
all
But
over.
I brought some with me, so I didn't know if anybody wanted to have a taste test of the one we can't pronounce.
Okay.
I'll start with you.
Of course, I'll try it.
So the reason we can't pronounce it is because it doesn't look like any actual American letter. So, and I don't know how to sound out like Mandarin Chinese.
Food's usually pretty spicy, so
It smells good.
Oh, step up on the Turners.
it's not spicy.
Thank
It's
you.
not spicy.
I like the
it's like a
little guy
dessert.
on the front, man.
It's kind of sweet. Okay.
Oh my God! Compared to a cereal, it's a cereal. It tastes
It is
just
a cereal,
like a cereal.
and this is the naughty tomato.
I don't know which cereal.
This is good ASMR, just so people can listen to us crunch.
It does
People
taste like a
love
cereal.
ASMR. It does taste like a cereal. I don't know which one.
These are better.
It's gonna bother me all
Shay,
night
what?
long.
Shay, what are you eating right now? Kirku?
Now I'm gonna try
the naughty tomato.
Kurkor. Kurkery.
Kurkuri.
I like that one.
Naughty tomato.
Naughty tomato.
Naughty tomato.
That was from India.
So is there curry in it?
They
Is
look
that why
like-
it's called that?
Maybe. It does. It has a little bit of spice.
Corn,
Are they
rice,
spicy?
and dal. Dal? I don't know.
Okay, and here's the marshmallow.
And then there's
They
a
look like
marshmallow.
Cheetos.
Okay.
These ones look like Cheetos. Show that in the camera. The sweet one, Chris.
Oh, the sweet one.
Show the sweet one in the camera.
there's the
Those
marshmallow.
I
ones
was
look really
holding the
good.
naughty tomato.
Like take
What?
it out.
Yeah, I got you, Shay.
They're like
I'll post pictures because people are just listening. So let's go.
Okay.
So which one are you eating now?
This
The
is a
marshmallow?
Naughty
marshmallow
tomato.
matcha.
Okay. Well, I thought she handed you a marshmallow.
She did. I didn't take it yet.
Danny, what
I
are your
ate it.
thoughts on this one?
I don't know how I feel about this.
I like the naughty tomato, but I like spicy.
I like the naughty tomato one the best.
Oh, it's a spicy ketchup. That's 100% a spicy ketchup.
I think that's why I don't like it. I don't like ketchup.
You don't
yeah,
like
then you don't
ketchup?
like it.
Tomato, yeah.
What
I just
the
gave my
fuck is
deepest,
wrong with you,
darkest
man?
secret away.
That literally is
No ketchup for
spicy
you.
ketchup.
Oh God.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely, 1000%.
This one
Well, I
is the
guess if it
Hello
is a-
Kitty matcha.
yeah.
Oh, sorry, Chris. Go
No,
ahead.
you're good.
I'm sorry.
I was saying the tomato. It makes sense if it would taste like ketchup. I guess.
Yeah. This is the Hello Kitty matcha green tea marshmallow. Oh, there's matcha jelly inside.
I'm excited for this one.
Yeah, this one's gonna be good. Oh, this one smells.
What
minty.
is matcha? I feel like I should know.
Isn't it like a green?
It's like a green,
green
it's
tea, like a green tea powder?
Yeah, it's a powder. It's a green tea powder. It's supposed to be good for you though.
I love matcha.
Probably not in the middle of a marshmallow, but
It smells good.
We'll see how this
It's so
goes.
good.
Matcha jelly inside.
I love that.
yeah, very good. Anyways, the place was fun. It was cute. If you're in Squirrel Hill and you're shopping, that might be a place you want to stop in with your kids or with friends and say, hey, let's try something from other country. Let's expand our
How are you
horizon.
feeling about that? You look like it's debatable.
It's not what you were
It's just,
thinking
it's
it was.
just too sweet. For me.
It's fun. I'm just. It's not something I would like buy to snack on. I like more of a crunchy kind of thing than like
Yeah.
a marshmallow. But yeah,
It's
All
good
right.
like
though.
it.
Honestly, I like them all. The first one's my favorite, but I really don't know what cereal it is.
We'll have to try it
It's
again.
definitely a cereal.
It is, and that is not what I was expecting looking at it.
I was totally
No.
expecting something
Me
spicy.
either.
But the naughty tomato, literally, what it's called is what it tastes like. It tastes like a freaking naughty tomato. It's
Yeah.
just spicy ketchup.
You're a naughty
Spicy
tomato.
ketchup.
All right, Michelle.
Yes.
For anybody who's interested in finding any of your pictures or any of the other things that you've done, where can everyone find you?
You guys can find me on Instagram at Pittsburgh Foodie Girls. Pittsburgh _foodie _girls _ yeah, I'll be posting these pictures going forward the next couple of days. And if you're curious about what I had for dessert at Alchemy, I had a deconstructed s'mores. There's a video on my page posted right now. You can go look at it.
Oh, well, you got to go get that bonus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come there. It sounds very good.
It does.
It was amazing.
And with how like different all the other plates were, I bet you it's probably
Yeah, it sounds
something
super
to
good.
look at.
Yeah.
Guys have to go check it out.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Michelle, thank you as always for coming on.
Thanks
Thank
for
you
having
for
me.
the snacks, and thank you for all your great information.
Great.
We'll look forward to next month
Right.
with you.
Hope to see you guys.
Absolutely.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Michelle.
We're going to
Thank
take
you.